There he is. Not a fan. Not a fan. I Googled an image of this dude, Guy Fieri. And it is Fieri, by the way. I said Fieri, I think, in my video. So here's the thing. If you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I mispronounce things. I have done it on purpose a couple times, I have to say. I'm never gonna admit which ones were on purpose and which ones were on accident, but it's just such a repeating issue that you guys, some of you can't stand, and you love to correct me. That's why I kind of do it on purpose sometimes. It's just kind of fun to see the comments, because it's like, dude, no. Oh, man, Jeff doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Yeah. It's kind of fun. But that one was genuine, I will say that. I know his name is Guy Fieri. I said Fieri. Either way, there's not really much to look at. I'm not going to just stare at him the whole time. I don't want to look at him anymore. But I do want to tell you this story. So unfortunately, there's no real good visual for this. I don't feel like being on camera just at the moment. It is what it is. So here's my story. I know a lot of people don't like him because of his personality. It's very, very bold, kind of alpha douche, you know. That's why a lot of people don't like it. It's just like, he's so full of himself, you know. Yeah, I do think that. I feel like if I met him in person and I got to know him, like to give him a chance, maybe that's not the case. I don't really know. You know, we all judge people. That's just what it is. It's judging. He might be fine. I mean, when you're a celebrity, you kind of just, you don't have to be full of yourself at all, but it's just, that's kind of what it is, I guess. You know, you're in the limelight. Trust me, I had a very, very, very mini version of that at the peak of this channel, where everyone just kisses your ass. Everyone loves you, and that feels great. Imagine you get up and you go to work, and everyone who runs into you just smiles and pats you back and says, "You're awesome." You know what I'm saying? Like, that might get to you. And there's a lot of personalities, especially a lot of dudes, who that gets you your head quick. Like, yes, I am the stuff. So maybe he gets a pass on that. That's not why I don't like him. I'll tell you right now I don't like him. That's why you clicked on the video, because you want to know why I don't like him. And this goes back to the food channel. Freaking food channel. I love the food channel. I mean, I love food, but I'm very entertained by cooking. You don't have to be a big, fat person to enjoy cooking. So, like, I've loved all the Food Network personalities over the years, Emerald, and by the way, one who I truly miss, and such a shame, is Mario Batali. I never got a chance to get those orange Crocs, which he was known for. And now, if I wore them, I'd probably get tomatoes thrown at me in the street. That's probably not true. I don't know who's walking around with a tomato, and or would even put two and two together and realize that I'm wearing a victimizer style Crocs. So if you don't know, look it up, I guess. I'll leave it a surprise for you. Mario Batali, why he was canceled. That's unfortunate, because I liked him. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, Bobby Flay, it goes on and on and on. All these people. You guys know it if you watch Food Network. So, I always watched it, even through the 90s, early 2000s, when I had regular TV for a long time, and now the TV streaming, I don't really see it very often. Once in a blue moon, I'll look it up, but it's rare, It used to be something you put on TV because there's nothing else to watch, and then you like that. That was what it was for me. All right, so I had to look it up real quick just to make sure that the information was accurate. It is 2005, so we're traveling back mentally to 2005, and we're going back to a brand new show called Food Network Star, right? So the premise of the show is you take a bunch of amateur cooks and you let them all fight each other in a reality style, challenge show to become the next Food Network star. It's that simple, right? So they show these interviews and these people who are trying to get in the show, and they show all the contestants that they picked, and the show starts, and I'm like, wow, this is a great concept for a show. And I'm watching it, and one of the people on the show is Guy Fieri, right? But we don't know him as Guy. He's literally just some guy, right? Just a stranger, just the dude with the spiky hair. And then there's other people like a mom. And when they're doing the intros to people, it's like, oh, I like to cook on Sundays, and I want to be the next Food Network star. It's like just amateur people who have zero experience, professional experience with cooking. So the show goes on, and they have these challenges, different food cooking challenges, as you would imagine. And episode after episode after episode, Guy Fieri is dominating. I mean, dominating this show. He's killing it. So he becomes kind of like the favorite. Now, some people, again, even back then, he had the same attitude, the same personality. So he rubbed people the wrong way. Some people didn't want to see him win, and week after week after week after week of the show, he was winning. So people loved to hate him, right? And he won the whole damn show. And there you go. That's how he got his start on the Food Network. Here's the catch. He was the only person that was competing that actually had professional experience. Not only that, but while the show was being recorded, while he's on this show competing as an amateur, he owned and ran 2 restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So once I found that out, man, I was pissed. I'm like, that is not fair at all. Now, I don't know if he's to blame. I don't know if Food Network knew about this. I never researched it. Please feel free, if you like to, if you're interested, let me know. But that rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, what horse crap? I sat through all these episodes thinking that everyone had an equal chance at this thing. They're all amateurs, and you have a professional. Like, part of me feels like Food Network knew this, and they're like, okay, well, we're not going to really just leave it to chance and give someone a whole show who sucks. So that's probably what it really is. But for me, I felt duped. I felt like a dummy. I spent my time watching this show, and I feel like they screwed me over with this bomb of like, he's a professional chef, and he owns restaurants, and what the hell? He's literally competing with like soccer moms and like just a couple dudes who like to cook and grill on the weekends. Like, it was just so unfair, and you could see it if you go back. I wanted to watch this with my wife. She has no interest at all, but I might go back and watch the episodes and just. When I say like dominating, like not even close, just winning and winning and winning the whole time, it was such a sham. I felt so used by Food Network. It sucked. That is why I do not like Guy Fieri. Now, looking back as an adult in a mature, unbiased sense, it may not be his fault. He may have reached out to the show and wanted to be a contestant, and they said, hey, you know what? You can't really be on here. And then someone in corporate or high up said, oh, wait a minute, yeah. You know what? Yeah. Let's give him the show. All right, well, let's make pretend he's actually, sorry, I'm getting frustrated. I'm throwing the camera around here. I'm so pissed. Maybe it was just that it was a setup, and it's not his fault. He's just the guy they picked, and that's just what it is. I don't really know. Until I get the chance to meet him and hang out with him, which, goose egg, not a chance at all, I'm just going to keep not liking him. That's all. Until, I don't know, maybe he like saves a baby out of a window falling sometime, or I don't know, maybe he just does something really charitable and I change my mind and go, you know what, I like that guy now. But for now, I'm not going to like him. I just don't like him. And that's okay. He doesn't know that. Doesn't matter. But there you go. So let me know in the comment sections why you do like him or why you don't like him. But that is my very big and what I consider valid reason to not like this person. He's a cheater. Cheater, pumpkin eater. I don't like him. And that's why. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.